Okay, let's begin. So, astral travel and the fear of death. Let's get it cracking, my friends. So, first we're going to talk about mentalism. Then we're going to talk about psychic self-defense. Because when you go into the astral realm, when you go into your subconscious mind, you don't want to be fearful. You want to have courage. You want to have a heart. You want to be able to face your fears and overcome any obstacles that you face whenever you go within yourself to heal yourself or to explore. Because once again, we astral travel. So when we die, we can be aware of our consciousness. And we won't just be dead and confused and don't know what's going on. So when we leave this body, we can continue on where we left off at. And we can know what's going on and what we're doing. And we won't have to come back into this as another person with another name. And do all this shit all over again, right? Unless you want to. Now, let's begin. This first chapter is mentalism. And this is about how your mind makes it real. The mind is all. The universe is all. The universe is mental. The mind is all. Your mind makes it real. So whatever you think, you produce. Whatever you think, your thoughts, your feelings, you are producing that. It's not happening to you. That's you doing that now. Let's go. Okay. So, number one, the principle of mentalism. The all is mind, the universe is mental. Number two, the principle of correspondence. As above, so below. As below, so above. Number three, the principle of vibration. Nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates, everything. So, like me right now, I'm vibrating. The phone is vibrating. Nothing is still. It just appears to be solid when it's not. Like, for example, this pen, it appears to be motionless. It appears to be not doing anything. But it's actually vibrating. It has a vibratory frequency. Your human eyes can't see it, but this eye can. Now, number four, the principle of polarity. Everything is dual. Everything has poles. Everything has its pair of opposites. Like and unlike are the same. Opposites are identical in nature, but different in degree. Extremes meet. All truths are but half truths. All paradoxes can be reconciled. Now I'm saying this, while I'm saying these things, y'all might be like, what the hell are he talking about? But the point is that it's going inside of it. You getting it. Number five, the principle of rhythm. Everything flows out and in. Everything has its tides. All things rise and fall. The pendulum swing manifests in everything. The measure of the swing to the right is the measure of the swing to the left. Rhythm compensates. Number six, the principle of cause and effect. As some people say, karma. Everything has its effect. Every effect has its cause. Everything happens according to law. Chance is but a name for law not recognized. meaning that it's something that a motherfucker made up and said. That's a chance. There are many planes of causation, but nothing escapes the law, meaning that everything has an effect to a cause. Everything you do has an effect. Every effect was caused by something. Number 7, the principle of gender. Gender is in everything. Everything has its masculine and feminine principles. Gender manifests on all planes. And that's not talking about men and women. Just talking about energy and symbolism. So, okay, boom, let's move on. Now remember, while I'm reading this stuff, y'all might be like, what are you talking about? But you getting it, and some stuff you probably gonna be like, oh, I thought about that anyway. I think about that stuff all the time anyway. So you're getting it. The point is, this is for people who want to learn how to astral travel, like myself. You know what I'm saying? I have done it before, so I'm not just talking. I'm not just on here like, yeah, astral travel this, astral travel that. I have experienced this. So, but I want to do this at will, so I have to practice, and I want to share the information. Now, okay. Because remember, this about when we die. This about death. So it's not about, you can do whatever you want in the astral realm though. You know what I'm saying? When you astral traveling, astral projected, you can do what you want, you can go where you want, you can experience whatever you want to experience, but I'm doing this for death. Because when you die, we gotta die. We all gonna die. Ain't no escaping that. So when that time comes, I want to be prepared for that. Because I can do many things. And I can help people who still hurt as well. So boom, like my children and all that good stuff. Now, okay. The all is mind, the universe is mental. So this principle embodies the truth that all is mind. It explains that the all, which is the substantial reality underlying all the outward manifestations, like what we see, the all, and inside. Take it how you take it. Okay. All the outward manifestations and appearances which we know under the term of the material universe, the phenomena of life, matter, energy, and in short, all that is apparent to our material senses, eyes, smell, taste, hearing, touch, feel, is spirit, which in itself is unknowable and undefinable, but which may be considered and thought of as an universal, infinite living mind. It also explains that all the phenomenal world or universe is simply a mental creation of the all, a mental creation, subject to the laws of created things, and that the universe as a whole in its parts or units has its existence in the mind of the all, in which mind we live and move and have our being. What I'm doing now, what we're doing now. I'm talking to you, you're listening to me. This principle, by establishing the mental nature of the universe, easily explains all the very mental and psychic phenomena that occupy such a large portion of the public attention, in which without such explanation are non-understandable and defy scientific treatment. So you getting it. This principle explains the truth of energy, power, and matter, and why and how or subordinate to the mastery of mind. He who grasps the truth of the mental nature of the universe is well advanced on the path to mastery. Without the master key, mastery is impossible, and the student knocks in vain at the many doors of the temple, because this is mental. This is all mental, right? That's the point. But you have to get it. You got to understand that, and it takes time. It's not something that you just be like, it's all mine. Like, no, it takes time. And you go through experiences. You gain experiences. That's what life is. You're gaining experiences, and you're going through different things. And if you want to know, you will know. If you want to know. So, okay, boom, let's move on. That's if you want to know. Because everybody don't care for this type of information. Everybody don't care for type of knowledge. But the point of this is when you want to understand that this is mental. So all your problems in life are mental. Everything you going through is mental. Your emotions is in there too, but we gonna get more into all that good stuff. But mentalism, which we fucking focused on right now, everything you experiencing is all mental. You are creating this. We co-create together as well. So, for example, you know how people talk about spells and rituals and all that shit, right? Okay, so boom. That's what a spell and a ritual is. It's mental. It's you programming your mind to know that something is real. And once your mind accepts it as real, you manifest it. It's just that simple. It's not hard. It's not complex. It's very simple, but it's not easy to do for most people, because most people still in the religious mindset. And even if they not, some people just don't even, they just live in the regular life, work, school, job, career, that type of stuff. And that's okay. I'm not saying nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that's where they mind at. So that's what they produce. Now, boom. Where I'm at, 45, where I'm at. Okay, mental transmutation. This is how you take your mind and you make positive out of negative. It says, so when we sleep, we astral travel. My dreams when I was younger used to be so vivid. Then it went away. Now it's coming back. But I remember I would fly every night when I was younger. Yes, when we go to sleep, we astral travel every night. You just don't remember. And that's the point. That's why I'm here. Because we don't remember. I want to remember. When I go to sleep at night, when I dream, I want to remember everything. When I wake up in the morning, I want to be like, I was doing this, and I was doing that, and I was over here, and I was over there, and I was talking to this person, and that's what I'm trying to get to. So let's continue. I'm having you having a hard time. I know. Because we got to work at this stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's exercises to do, like meditation. A lot of people don't want to hear that. They don't meditate. I don't want to meditate. Ain't nobody got time to be sitting down and doing nothing. You got meditation. Supplements you can take. But do your own research on remembering your dreams. And most of the time it's going to lead to this right here. But you'll figure it out. Like I said, if you want to know, you will know. So, mental transmutation. Transmute, this is how you take your negatives and make them to positives. So, transmute means to change from one nature, form, or substance into another, to transform. Mental transmutation means the art of changing and transforming mental states, forms, and conditions into others. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is when you dream it, you know how you have nightmares. You can change it just like that if you want to. You have the power. Okay. The principle of mentalism. The all is mind, the universe is mental, which means that the underlying reality of the universe is mind. And the universe itself is mental. That is existing in the mind of the all. I don't think I'm supposed to be reading that. Okay. Mental transmutation is really the magic, like I was just saying, you know what I'm saying? But I read this book many times, so but still, even before I found the Kabbalion, this is the Kabbalion, by the way. Even before it found me. I didn't find it. This book, it found me. I picked it up and I was like, what is this? I heard Bobby Hemmett talking about this book, and I was like, the Kabbalion. Why that sound familiar? And I got it. I didn't pay for it. I wasn't looking for it. I just saw it, grabbed it, and took it home. So boom. Let's move on. I'm trying to get to the good stuff. I'm trying to hurry up and get to the good stuff. 48. Okay, so boom, here we go. It says, as a matter of fact, nothing but advanced mental alchemy. I know you heard it. I know y'all heard of alchemy before. So mental alchemy. None but advanced mental alchemists have been able to attain the degree of power necessary to control the physical conditions, such as the control of the elements of nature. These masters do not make public exhibitions of their powers, but seek seclusion from crowds of men in order to better work their way along the path of attainment. What you should do as well. If you ever at home practicing and you fuck around and do some telekinesis or some shit, don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. Don't keep it to yourself and keep practicing. Boom. Okay. In fact, all that we call psychic phenomena, mental influence, mental science, new thought phenomena, etc., operates along the same general lines. For there is but one principle involved, no matter by what name the phenomena be called. The principle of mentalism. So boom. Where we at now? $49, fit that one. Mm-hmm. In this little book, we shall state the basic principles of mental transmutation, that all who read may grasp the underlying principles and thus possess the master key that will unlock the many doors of the principle of polarity. The all is mind, the universe is mental. We ask close attention and careful study of this great principle on part of our students, for it is really the basic principle of the whole Hermetic philosophy and of the Hermetic art of mental transmutation. Now, what's next? 53. And the Kabbalion is a good book if you the type of person who want to grow spiritually and you want to expand your consciousness and you serious about this. This is an excellent place to start. And even if you consider yourself advanced, if you haven't never read this book, you should. You should read the whole book 50 million times. Now, 53. The all. Under and back of the universe of time, space, and change is ever to be found the substantial reality, the fundamental truth. Substance means that which underlies all outward manifestations. The essence, the essential reality, the thing in itself, etc. Substantial means actually existing, being the essential element, being real. Reality means the state of being real, true, enduring, valid, fixed, permanent, actual. Now your subconscious getting all this, and the deeper part of you know this stuff. Like the soul part of you know this stuff. The spirit part of you know this stuff already, most likely. Because we have lived many lifetimes. So you have so much knowledge and wisdom that you're not even aware that you have. So, in its essence, the all is unknowable. It's unknowable, undefinable. You can experience it, but you can't really explain it. And besides, who gonna listen to you? The universe is mental. Hell in the mind of the all. Who gonna listen to you? You know what I'm saying? Okay, boom. The all is spirit, but what is spirit? The question cannot be answered for the reason that its definition of practicality that of the all, of practically that of the all, which cannot be explained or defined. Spirit is simply a name that men give to the highest conception of infinite living mind. It means the real essence. It means living mind, as much superior to life and mind as we know them, as the latter are superior to mechanical energy and matter. Spirit transcends our understanding, and we use the term merely that we may think or speak of the all. For the purposes of thought and understanding, we are justified in thinking of spirit as infinite living mind, at the same time acknowledging that we cannot fully understand it. We must either do this or stop thinking of the matter of all. So, you know how some people, you know how you talk to some people about spirituality and they try to convince you that they just know everything. Stay away. Stay away from them. Stay away from other people. Because you don't know nothing. The truth is we don't know nothing. We trying to figure shit out. We trying to know shit. So when you know shit, you know shit. But you still know that you don't know shit. Because there's so much to know. And you know that. So anyway. Damn. Hold on. Yeah, so you do the same with your spirituality. Learn, grow, understand, but don't accept nothing as truth. All truths are but half truths. Don't think that what you see is everything is not what it seems. So learn as much as you can, explore as much as you can, experience as much as you can. And when you find out things, when you have breakthroughs, when you have those aha moments, those I figured it out moments, yeah, you gain some shit, but still know that you don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? You don't, you never will, especially in this human form. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak outside of it because I don't remember yet. Let us now proceed to a consideration of the nature of the universe as a whole and in its parts. What is the universe? We have seen that there can be nothing outside of the all. Then is the universe the all? No, this cannot be because the universe seems to be made up of many, and it is constantly changing. And in other ways, it does not measure up to the ideas that we are compelled to accept regarding the all, as stated in our last lesson. Then, if the universe be not the all, then it must be nothing. Such it is inevitable conclusion of the mind at first thought. But this will not satisfy the question, for we are sensible of the existence of the universe. Then, if the universe is neither the all nor nothing, what can it be? Let us examine this question. If the universe exists at all or seems to exist, it must proceed in some way from the all. It must be a creation of the all. But as something can never come from nothing, from what could the all have created it? Some philosophers have answered this question by saying that the all created the universe from itself. That is, from being and substance of the all. But this will not do, for the all cannot be subtracted from nor divided. As we have seen, and then again, if this be so, would not each particle in the universe be aware of its being the all? The all could not lose its knowledge or itself, nor actually become an atom, or blind force, or lowly living thing. Some men, indeed, realizing that the all is indeed all, and also recognizing that they, the men, existed have jumped to the conclusion that they and the all were identical, and they have filled the earth with shouts of "I am God" to the amusement of the multitude, of the sorrow of the sages. The claim of the corpuscle that "I am man" would be modest in comparison. But what indeed is the universe, if it be not the all? Not yet created the all, have separated itself into fragments? What else can it be? Or what else can it be made? This is the great question. Let us examine it carefully. We must find here that the principle of correspondence comes to our aid here. The old Hermetic axiom, as above, so below, may be pressed into service at this point. Let us endeavor to get a glimpse of the workings on higher planes by examining those of our own. The principles of correspondence must apply to this as well as to other problems. Let us see, on his own plane of being, how does man create? Well, first, he may create by making something out of outside materials. But this will not do, for there are no materials outside of the all, with which it may create. Well, then, secondly, man procreates and reproduces his kind by the process of begetting, which is self multiplication accomplished by transferring a portion of his substance to his offspring. But this will not do, because the all cannot transfer or subtract a portion of itself, nor can it reproduce or multiply itself. In fact, in the first place, there will be a taking away, and in the second case, a multiplication or addition to the all, both thoughts being an absurdity. Is there no third way in which man creates? Yes, there is. He creates mentally, and in doing so, he uses no outside materials. Because when you're thinking mentally, it's no outside material. It's all inside of you. Right? Nor does he reproduce himself. And yet his spirit pervades the mental creation. Following the principle of correspondence, we are justified in considering that the all creates the universe mentally, in a manner akin to the process whereby man creates mental images. And here is where the report of reason tallies precisely with the report of the illumined as shown by their teachings and writings. Such are the teachings of the wise man. Such was the teaching of Hermes, my boy Tho Tahuti. The all can create in no other way except mentally, without either using materials, and there is none to use, or else reproducing itself, which is also impossible. There is no escape from this conclusion of the reason, which, as we have said, agrees with the highest teachings of the illumined. Just as you, student, may create a universe of your own in your mentality, so does the all create universes in its own mentality. But your universe is the mental creation of a finite mind, where that of the all is the creation of an infinite mind. The two are similar in kind, but infinitely different in degree. Polarity. We shall examine more closely into the process of creation and manifestation as we proceed. I just heard P. Diddy in my head singing that one. But this is the point to fix in your minds at this stage. The universe and all it contains is a mental creation of the all. Verily, indeed, all is mine. And that's how you create as well. The all creates in its infinite mind countless universes, which exist for neons of time, and yet to the all, the creation, development, decline, and death of a million universes is at the same time of the twinkling of an eye. The infinite mind of the all is the womb of universes. You notice how they said the womb of universes. But you know how they be trying to play us, you know. You know how people, when people talk about that guy, they say he. That some people gonna be mad when I say this. It really don't matter though, to tell the truth, because God can be whatever the hell you want it to be. To be honest, but only reason people say he is because they was taught that. That's what they was taught. That's not what they know. They don't know that though. That's what they was taught. So when people say, I'm talking to God and he said, I was talking to God and he, it's like, hold on now. How you know that? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. And we all know that, let's be honest, the principle of correspondence, right? We can go back to that. If we examine our world to higher planes of existence, what happens in our world? How does man come to this world? Through a woman, right? So when the same thing happened in a higher plane of existence, according to the principle of correspondence. But anyway, I'm just a black man with dread, so let's continue. This is important too, this part right here. Within the father-mother mind, mortal children are at home. There is not one who is fatherless nor motherless in the universe. Now, boom, this shit right here. We getting to the end. We getting close to the end. The point of this video is like a primer. It's like a mental primer. You know what I'm saying? We priming our minds for what's to come next. Because next, when we get into the psychic self-defense, this might get scary for some people. You know what I'm saying? And some people see things out the corner of their eyes. Some people see shadow people. Some people see full-blown spirits. Some people hear things. Some people feel things. You know what I'm saying? And you get triggered by that. When you're trying to learn, you get triggered by that because your fears are trying to come out of you, so you can grow and evolve. But you got to work with it. You got to work through the process, and that's the point. So you can't be trying to go deeper into your subconscious mind if you're not prepared for what you may find. And I'm putting that in the song because it rhymes. But anyway, let's continue. The possession of knowledge, unless accompanied by a manifestation and expression in action, it's like the hoarding of precious metals. So don't hold your knowledge and wisdom. Share the wealth. A vain and foolish thing. Knowledge, like wealth, is intended for use, not just for us to be on here talking and getting that bag. It's for use to be applied. The law of use is universal, and he who violates it suffers by reason of his conflict with natural forces. Because you can't just run around here doing whatever you want, because everything has a cause and effect. You can get away with a lot of shit, though, especially on Earth. If you play your cards right, you can get away with a whole bunch of shit, but that don't mean you should be doing wild shit, because just because this ain't real, that don't mean you should be out here wilding. Like, have respect and honor and character. You know what I'm saying? So, beware of mental misery and express it into action that which you have learned. Study the axioms and aphorism, but practice them also. To change your mood or mental state, change your vibration. This is the good part I was talking about. They dropping all gems right here. Okay. Will directs the attention, and attention changes the vibration. Cultivate the art of attention by means of the will, and you have solved the secret of the mastery of moods and mental states. Meaning that, like I was saying earlier, this is how you change your negative into positives. So practice this stuff. Mental. Remember, if you feeling bad, you having a bad day or sad day, you can change that shit. You don't have to sit in that. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying that you just gonna be like, I'm happy now. Like, no, but you can work. You can move the pole. You know what I'm saying? Mentally. Even your emotions. You don't have to be sad. Like you can think of something that make you happy. Think of something that make you feel good. Do something that make you feel good. And get away from that shit that make you sad. To destroy an undesirable rate of mental vibration, put into operation the principle of polarity and concentrate upon the opposite pole to that which you desire to suppress. Kill out the undesirable by changing its polarity. Meaning that happy and sad, it's the same vibration. It's just two ends of the pole. But to break it down even simpler, where you can use this context in any situation, think about hot and cold. Hot and cold is the same thing. That's polarity. It's one thing with two different degrees, but it's on the same pole. It's temperature. It's just hot and cold temperature, but it's the same. And when it meets in the middle, it's warm. Over here it's cold. Over here it's hot. Well, it's temperature. So if you cold, you want to be hot, slide over here mentally. If you hot and you want to be cold, slide over here mentally. If you hot or cold and you want to be warm, slide here mentally. Apply that to everything in life. Boom. If you are possessed of fear, do not waste time trying to kill out fear, but instead cultivate the quality of courage, and fear will disappear. So you don't have to sit there and be like, I don't want to be scared. I don't. Just think about having courage and strength. And just think about, don't even think about fear at all. Just think about, you're going to feel that shit because you're scared, but just think about, I'm going to get through this shit. No matter what, I got this shit, right? Courage. Boom. To kill out a negative quality, concentrate upon the positive pole of that same quality, and the vibrations will gradually change from negative to positive until you finally become polarized on the positive pole instead of the negative pole. So this is the pole. This will be the positive pole. This will be the negative pole. So if you having a negative day, you slide your ass up here mentally, and your emotions will change with that shit. Okay, boom. By changing your polarity, you master your moods. Change your mental states. Remake your disposition and build up character. Now, mind as well as metals and elements, fire, water, earth, air, may be transmuted from state to state, degree to degree. For example, air, hot air, cold air, it's being transmuted from state to state, degree to degree, condition to condition, pole to pole, vibration to vibration. It's the same thing. They just saying it 50 million times in 50 million ways. You get the point. Okay. For unless one acquires the art of changing his own polarity, he will be unable to affect his environment. So once again, you see how they talking, right? They talking like I don't know why they talk like, they don't talk like we do. That's how you know they in a different time. But the point, you see what they saying. You know how people say, you can't help nobody unless you help yourself. That's basically what that just said. For one, why they talk like this? For unless one acquires the art of changing his own polarity, he will be unable to affect his environment. Why they talk like that? But anyway, that's basically what that means. You can't help nobody until you help yourself. You can't save nobody until you gotta save yourself first. And Jesus ain't coming to save your ass. You Jesus. Know that. The principle is true, but the results obtained depend upon the persistent patience and practice of the student, because we are students. And by rising mentally to the higher plane, causing the swing of the mental pendulum to manifest on the lower plane, and he dwelling on his higher plane, escapes the consciousness of the swing backward. It is akin to rising above a thing and allowing it to pass beneath you. You see how they talk? That's how we talk. We're like, fuck that shit. I'm bigger than that shit. That's how we talk when they talk like this. It is akin to rising above a thing and allowing it to pass beneath you. Which is basically saying, fuck that shit. That shit don't mean shit to me. Okay. This is accomplished by all individuals who have attained any degree of self-mastery, whether they understand the law or not. So you don't even have to read this shit. You could just, some people just get this shit. You know what I'm saying? Some people just get this shit. They just, like me, I was born like this, but I didn't know. I could feel, but I didn't know. I could feel that this world was fucked up. I'm like, this shit ain't right. This system fucked up. This shit don't work. Why we keep doing this shit? It's not working. Why we can't do something different? And everybody like, but this is the way it is. You got to do this. This is how life is. And I'm just looking at the back of their head like, I wish I could just knock all their heads off and fix this shit myself. But I can't do that. So boom. Remember always, however, that you do not really destroy the principle of rhythm, for that is indestructible. Nothing escapes the principle of cause and effect, but there are many planes of causation, and one may use the laws of the higher to overcome the laws of the Lord. That's what I'm saying. You can get a lot of away with a lot of shit on earth if you know what you're doing, but do it for a great purpose. Don't be out here just doing petty shit like robbing banks and shit and putting love spells on peoples and shit and like all that shit. Do something, have character. Hold on, where we at? Okay, so everything has a cause and effect. So at the same time, you still don't get away with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Even if you think you got away with some shit, you ain't get away with it. But they ain't talking about hell and the devil and all that shit though. They ain't talking about that. So don't get that confused. But as you can see, that's what a lot of they got a lot of this shit from. Not just this book, a lot of books all together. And we didn't even have books like that. We had symbolism, drawings, and like that's what the hieroglyphs is for. We right brain people. You know what I'm saying? They fucked and flipped us over to be left brain. Now everybody want to be super masculine, and the feminine is where the fucking juice at. Like the feminine energy, that's where all the fucking magic at. You know what I'm saying? Masculine is for you to get shit done. It's for you to get to A to B, and for you to pick up rocks and shit, and for you to have ambition and passion and be like, I'm gonna get this shit done. No matter what, I'm gonna protect my children and my home. And that's the masculine energy. But the feminine energy is the creativity. That's the power. That's the imagination. That's the intuition. That's the shit that lets you know what the fuck going on. You're like, what the fuck going on? I don't feel right. That's powerful. To feel some shit and you know it's time to get your ass on before the party get cracking. You won't get caught up in the middle of that shit. That's fucking powerful. Yeah, the masculine energy help you run your ass up out of there, but the feminine energy gonna make you know it's time to go. They gonna start shooting up in here, y'all. It's time to go. And that's what we're trying to get to. We want to become so powerful that we can feel everything and we can use it to our advantage, but most importantly, to wake up the consciousness of the people, because the peoples, they need our help. But wake yourself up first. And by dominating their moods, emotions, impulses, and feelings, they create for themselves new characters, qualities, and powers, by which they overcome their ordinary environment, and thus become practically players instead of mere pawns. Because most of us are just pawns in the game. We ain't making no rules. We ain't making no moves. They just tossing us to the side when they get done with us. And we just like, I got that bag though. Fuck that bag, man. You worth more than that damn bag. If you get to it, you can have the bag and the other shit too. You won't even want the bag no more. You're going to look at that bag like, I don't even need this shit. I got all this. I don't need this fucking bag. You're going to realize how petty it is. But get your money, though, because motherfuckers got shit to do. Shit costs money right now. But we working on that. The wise ones serve on the higher, but rule on the lower. So yeah, back to that. They overcome their ordinary environment. Like, so, we be living in the hood and shit. That could mean many things. That could mean you would be the person in your hood to fucking make some shit happen, or you get the fuck up out of there and go somewhere where it's peaceful with your mentality, not with your bag. Because people think they're gonna get money and shit gonna change. Nothing's going to change until you change your mind. I don't care. You can have all the money in the world. That's not gonna bring you peace and love and happiness. And love comes from within. I'm not talking about loving somebody, loving you and hugging you and kissing you. Girl, I really miss you. No, I'm talking about love comes from within. You gotta love yourself. Money not gonna give you that. Money not gonna bring you peace and clarity. Y'all know we confused out here. We want clarity. You can't buy that. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to change your reality, change your mind. Don't be talking about, oh, this job gonna pay $27 an hour. When I get this job, my life gonna be. No, it's not. You're gonna be working for 8 hours a day. You're gonna go home, eat, go to sleep. Your kids gonna be running around, jumping off the bed. You're gonna be, y'all need to sit down, go to sleep, wake up in the morning, go back to work. It's not gonna be amazing. It could be depending on you, how you do your shit. But for the most part, you're gonna have all that money, but you didn't change nothing. You just buying more shit and you just got better shit now. But nothing changed. You gotta change this. You want to get out of the loop. You don't want to be stuck in the rat race. You know how that hamster be on that wheel running and he think he going somewhere. He just be running like, yeah. They think they going somewhere. They ain't going nowhere. They just running on the hamster wheel. They really think something over there. Ain't nothing over there. But the same thing. It's a hamster wheel. Jump off the motherfucker. But be smart though. Don't be dumb. I ain't saying go outside and be like, fuck this house and this TV and just, no, I'm saying go to work. Start your own business. Shake your ass. Do whatever you got to do to take care of yourself. I'm not here to judge people. I'm just saying motherfuckers trying to get it. Motherfuckers trying to maintain their physical reality. And right now we in this money system. So you a goddess. You can fucking do it. You ain't nothing to complain about. You can do anything. You just gotta, that's the point. Change this. He who understands this is well on the road to mastery. True hermetic transmutation is a mental art. The all is mind, the universe is mental. The Kabbalah. That's it. Now the next book I'm gonna read is the where's my book at? Hold on. Where's my book? Where are you hiding? It's this. Psychic self-defense. So when we start reading this book right here, that's when shit gonna start getting wild. You know what I'm saying? And then because she talked about a lot of her life experiences, and it's some interesting shit in here. And then in the Astral Travel book, they talk about what the fuck be going on in the astral world. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see. I want to hear about that. So we're going to get into that. And the most important part is we are programming our subconscious mind. That's what we're doing right now. We're not just talking and listening. We programming our subconscious mind so we can do that. Because when you go to sleep at night, your mind already go places in the goddamn way. You just don't remember the shit. The point is to remember. So when you lay down at night, do something, say something to tell yourself that you want to remember your dreams. You want to remember what the fuck is going on mentally while your body is resting. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can get a poster, get some pictures of some astral shit and put it on your wall, or make a sigil, or you could do a ritual or a spell. It's many things you could do. You know what I'm saying? It's many possibilities. Be creative. It's the point. Be creative. It's not no right or wrong way to do anything here, because you are the magi. So you use your imagination. You the one with the wine. You making the shit happen. So you, whatever you say goes. But you gotta know that. And the The point is, some people don't know that. They listening to what the other people say. Like, oh, you got to do it this way. You got to do it that way. No, you do it your way, whatever way you think it is. You just come and get what you need to hear. And once you get what you need to hear, you go and formulate your own plan, put your own chemistry together. That's what this is. We all guys. I'm not better than you, and you're not better than me. Y'all my brothers and sisters. When people talk about mythology and all the pantheons, the Egyptians, the Oshun and Elegba and all them, right? Athena, everybody, y'all know all the shit, right? All the stories, right? I don't see them as guys over me. You know what I'm saying? Athena, that's my sister. I'm her brother. You know what I'm saying? That's my mother. I'm her son. See what I'm saying? I don't see her as, oh, Athena, come and bless me today. Watch over my back. It's like, that's my sister. So I talk to her like my real sister. Athena, if some niggas start tripping, you better get over here and know what the fuck going on. That's my peoples. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking to them like, Athena, please come and save me. No, that's my family. That's how we family, y'all. They not greater than us, and we not greater than them. We the same. If they was on this earth, they went through the same shit. They going through the same shit we going through. They just live in a time where apparently they was fucking flying around and shit, and we just walking and riding cars. That's how we do. But the point is, just my peoples. You know what I'm saying? So don't look at deities as don't be looking at Oshun like she's some pretty goddess that you need to be worshiping. Like, look at her as your sister, as your cousin, as your best friend, as your mom, as your daughter, as your auntie. Like, look at that like that. And it's energy, it's symbolism. Because that's why we got hieroglyphs, because it triggers the right brain. They weren't just drawing on walls because they thought it was fun. It triggers your right brain, and your right brain is what give you that juice, that power, that feminine energy. So peace out, y'all. Have a nice day. Love. Next time we getting into this and questions and answers. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if anybody got no questions and answers. I mean, I say questions. No questions, but that's it for me. So hope y'all enjoyed it and have a nice night.